Oh, dude. Hey guys, it's General Gaming, and this is a bit of a late recording for me, although this might not get uploaded when it's late for you. But I was just playing some Titanfall here, and going for my kills with the pulse blade, and I finally did it. I had to resort to gravity starring people so I could hold them still, but it worked, and I'm ashamed to say it, but it works. And I finally have get to the point, and I just finished this game. I got it mid-game, but I purposely stopped myself from getting any executions, even though a couple opportunities came up, because I wanted to get my first reaction here and show it off. And I've seen like bits and pieces of other people doing it. Like I've seen like the very end of the execution like actually being used on someone. I heard it once on Boomtown, and then I went into the room, and the guy was like, it was like an enemy teabagging one of my teammates, and they shot me in the face. But anyway, let's get into a match, and I'm gonna just try and get some executions here. I know what it looks like because of the trailer, but I actually haven't used this yet. Like I said, I purposely stopped myself from using it at all, and yeah, let's just try and get at least a couple in here. And another thing I want to say, I probably overreacted in the last video where I said that it's unplayable, and now this might just be because I took my own advice and waited a week before playing again, but it might just be because I got some practice in today, but I don't know. I'd like to think so. Like, see, I'm doing a little bit better right now than I was yesterday, like as you saw my performance, and my performance in the last video was definitely not as good as it usually is. It's definitely been improving now. Oh, that guy's going for the... Damn. The guy's going for the pulse blade kills. He just tried to throw one at me. Oh, another thing I've been trying to get better at recently is speeding myself up with gravity stars. I don't know if you've seen it. I might do a tips video on how to do that, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like right now. I mean, you have to get to like a long straightaway, otherwise you're just going to run into a building and it's not going to work. Basically, you... versus when you just slide jump normally, so... yeah. You can get going pretty fast with that. Oh, dude. Oh, that's just brutal. I love that one. Okay, I gotta get more of those. I have an addiction now. It's just not my thing. I'm used to being able to like whip myself around the map with the grappling hook. I'm probably not gonna. Ugh. Yeah, I'm definitely not as good as I used to be. I'm gonna have to get back into that. I'm gonna have to get used to the grappling hook again. And third time this guy shot me through a window. It's getting a little bit annoying now. Not gonna lie. And yes, I am aware that I have my Titan. For those of you that are getting mad at me for not calling it in. Okay, I'm gonna... Also, as you can see by my Stoic Gold on my Legion, I've been trying to get better at Legion. Because, as you know, I used to main Ronin, so I'm trying to expand a little bit, use some other Titans. I don't want to have, like, no skill on any other basis. I want to be able to... Titans, not just one. Sometimes if you get lucky, you can get like 20 kills with this. Well, not 20, but you can get like 5 kills at a time just from holding down the trigger. Feels pretty cool when you do. Damn it. See, that's a good teammate. I don't know if you watched the minimap, but he grabbed my battery and then gave it back to me. That's what good teammates do. Take notes, guys. Also, I never really mentioned this, and I probably should have, but I uploaded a video a long time ago that I just kind of did on an impulse, where I did the time control mission from the Titanfall 2 campaign, completely melee only. This includes executions, and I decided to count the Grand Theft Semi-Auto execution where you grab someone's gun and shoot them in the back of the head with it. I decided to count that as melee because technically I'm only using the melee button anyway. So yeah, I don't know what happened with that video, and I never really mentioned this, but I really do need to give a big thanks to everyone who... I don't even know what happened with that video, but everyone who just contributed, I guess, because it got out of nowhere. It got like... I think it has like 400 views now, and most of my videos get like 40 views at the most. Usually it's like 20 right now. It's not very good. It's not as good as... At least not as good as it usually is. But also, when my slightly more recent videos, where I did the Colony Reborn DLC. I think that has about 100 views now, which is also amazing. Because I don't know what happens. It might just be like I get lucky with the tags, but it seems like out of nowhere sometimes my videos get like insane views compared to what they normally get. So just big thanks to everyone who watched those or shared it with your friends and whatnot. I want to get another execution here. Oh, this might be it here. This might be it, boys. Nope, that's not gonna be it. See, I'm definitely doing better than I was in the last video. Like, I already got 15 kills. Played some live fire and glitch earlier and did pretty good. Like, I was doing bad in the beginning, but then I jumped to the top of the scoreboard by the end. So, it might just be because, you know, I waited a week or so to get back on this game. Although I really haven't, because I've been playing it a lot because I still like this game. But although it has been, you know, about a week since I did this good anyway, in general. So, I don't know, maybe. Wow, that guy took an embarrassing amount of time to kill me. You know, I still see so many R201s. Like, I've seen, like, an insane amount of tone, people using tone recently, which, like, literally it was not this bad before, and now it's even worse. So, I mean, sure, I can still do more damage from a distance than tone can, and I have more health, but especially with Legion, I feel like Legion and Ronin are, like, perfect counters to tone, because Legion can strike from just as much of a distance as tone can, and have a higher, I don't know if I want to say damage output per second, but it definitely has a higher rate of fire, which helps. I do believe that Legion is perfectly rounded for close to mid-range combat and long-range combat, which is kind of what tone does, because tone isn't exactly optimal for, you know, like, super close-range combat, and neither is Legion, but it's, I mean, you still can if you really have to, because, you know, the shotgun ability, you know, this thing. Definitely good. And as you can see, I'm now Generation 4 level 45, about to hit Generation 5. So, and as you know, they recently raised the gen cap to 100. So I kind of got I got an even longer way to go now. Actually, I recently got the in-your-face execution. I bought it. So that means the only one I have left is Knee Plus, and then I'll have all the executions. And as you can see, I'm trying to save up my merits right now. I'm like almost 2/3 of the way there. I have 186 merits right now. So I will officially have every execution pretty soon. That'll be exciting. I have to do a celebration video. Totally different note, and this is kind of out of the blue, but just a video I saw earlier. I don't know how many of you watch the YouTuber named Zansation, but he's I don't know what I think it's just the vibe of his channel, of his YouTube channel, is just amazing, and it kind of brightens. It's like it's weird to say this, but I've never really said this about anyone's YouTube channel, but it's like the first YouTube channel I've come across that's like actually kind of a day brightener, and he's just, I don't know, he's just fun to watch. His editing's really good, and he only has like 60,000 subscribers, and he's actually going down, and his subscriber count is going down. He's not doing anything wrong. It's just the new YouTube algorithm is like him over. And he uploaded a video today where he's stated that he's actually going to be taking a break. God damn it. He's going to be taking a break from YouTube for a while, which I find ridiculous, and I don't know if any of you have heard of this, but there was a huge ad boycott where a lot of companies pulled their ads from content creators on YouTube because they found their ads on what they designated as offensive content, and a lot of them decided to pull their ads, and YouTube's changing their algorithms again, so Zansation is actually losing a lot of subscribers, and he's, you know, not making as much money, so he said he's gonna start pursuing a career in like music and Twitch streaming, because he does those two as well, and he's done some pretty good music, and he's also, you know, his Twitch streams are pretty fun. So, you know, like, I'll put a link to his channel. If any of you guys want to go check him out, that'd be really cool. Go, you know, help him out and support him a little bit, because he definitely needs the support right now. He doesn't seem too happy about what YouTube's done, but, you know, let's get into one more match. Hopefully we can get at least one more execution, but let's get a slow-mo replay with some romantic music in there of that execution, because that was just straight up beautiful. Oh.
Sorry you had to see that.
Alright, so looks like we're getting on Eden, which tends to have quite a few people either sitting on the back of the monorail or on a rooftop somewhere. So, hopefully we can get at least one here. If we can't, then I guess we're out of luck. But, you know, at least we got that one. Something that I've learned, you know, when I was, like, going for those 50 executions that I needed for the other ones, and actually those last 25, which I didn't even know I needed, because I got that for a curb check before curb check was even available. But something I've learned is that you can't just try to, you actually have to go for them. You can't just, like, happen across them. I mean, you can happen across them, but it's not going to work in your favor. How? One explanation as to how that was not an execution. Also, something that still needs to get patched is the thing where, like, you can't get executions if the other person is crouched for some reason. I don't know how many of you know about that one, but it's kind of annoying, honestly. So, filthy campers crouch, can't get my execution. It's annoying. This grappling hook, kind of helpful. It's a lot more useful for moving around quickly, which is how I usually play this game, than the pulse blade is. Because the pulse blade adds more environmental awareness, while the grappling hook is designed for enhancing your parkour abilities. There's another one. Nice. Brutal. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.